The Zimbabwe Stock Exchange blue chip company Tanganda Tea Company Limited swung back to profitability during the year that ended in September 30 of 2024 as it recorded a profit of $1.3 million from a loss position in the previous year. Now, Eben Mabunda gives us the full picture.
Tanganda's revenue for the 12 months period to September 30, 2024 grew by 9% to $26 million from $24 million in the prior year.
Tanganda's numbers in terms of exports were boosted by the avocado business. Tanganda's exports contribute around 58% to the revenue as at 30 September.
Avocado exports grew significantly, climbing 40% to 2,997 tons as average selling prices improved to 75 US cents per kilogram, up from 44 US cents in the past year. However, bulk tea exports, a major revenue earner for Tanganda, saw a slight decrease, falling 2% despite a 3% growth in tea production.
And I think that's what we're seeing with the export volumes by Tanganda, especially in the tea segment. Export volumes only grew by 2%, which was very marginal. And I think that speaks to the negative first half being offset by the positive second half. In terms of tea exports.
Additionally, tea prices decreased from $1.44 per kilogram in the prior year to $1.34 per kilogram in the current fiscal year.
Globally, the price of black tea has been depressed, mostly because Kenya, which is the largest exporter of black tea, has huge stockpiles of tea because the country had a very good season for tea.
Tanganda is developing a macadamia processing plant in response to a growing appetite for shelled macadamia.
Fortunately, indications are that we should be looking at about a 1/3 increase over last year's price in the global nut and shell market. And this is mainly contributed to the fact that the Chinese buyers have come back on track.
Despite navigating inflationary pressures locally, depressed prices of commodities, and the El Nino-induced drought, Tanganda swung back to profitability, achieving a bottom line of $1.4 million.
And we saw an increase in profit after tax around to 1.365 million as opposed to the loss they had last year. The management decided not to pay a dividend, which is good also in trying to revitalize the business and to make the business more profitable in the future.
Tanganda abandoned their decision to migrate to the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange, instead opting to pursue a special listing on the US dollar-denominated market. Eben Mabunda for ZTN Prime in Harare.
Many thanks there to Eben Mabunda. Of course, it's a beautiful story there for Tanganda. It's great to see them coming back as well. They were affected by Cyclone Idai as well. At some point, part of their fields were also affected. But now it's good to see them rising up again and going back into the black.
Konapo, ipapo, ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.